All right, so have you ever wondered how you sell an idea to like the toughest people in the room? Well, we're about to break down a playbook that it really cracks the code on how to influence the most powerful decision makers out there. And it all comes down to tapping into the subconscious.
So here's the big question, right? How do you sell a high-stakes training program to executives who are, super skeptical and have absolutely no time? This whole breakdown, it's going to reveal a playbook that just flips traditional sales completely on its head. Because it's not about logic at all, it's about neurology.
And it all kicks off with this one number, 95%. Yeah, you heard that right. According to all the research this playbook is built on, that's how many of our buying decisions are made subconsciously. And get this, even for the most logical, analytical executives, the real decision, it's all happening way below the surface. So what does that mean? It means that, traditional marketing, the kind that's aimed at our logical, analytical brain, what they call System 2, it doesn't work most of the time. It gets filtered out. So the real secret, the key to this whole strategy is to find a way to bypass that rational guard at the gate and speak directly to that faster, more intuitive, more emotional part of the brain, System 1. Okay, so what problem is this playbook actually trying to solve? Well, here's what's interesting. It doesn't just jump into a solution. No, it starts by diagnosing a really critical leadership gap. And it frames it as a super painful, really costly disease. See, when leaders don't have influence, it's not just some fuzzy communication issue. It shows up as real, tangible, expensive problems all across the company. You got projects stalling out, constant confusion, productivity just nosediving. I mean, these aren't just bullet points on a slide. These are the daily frustrations that executives feel in their gut. And the playbook draws this super clear direct line. It goes from a leader's inability to influence to all these unchecked cognitive biases starting to take root, and that inevitably leads to the whole company just grinding to a halt. It basically gives a face, a clear villain to all those symptoms we were just talking about. All right, so how does this playbook actually fight back against that stagnation? It's not about one single trick. No, it's about deploying 3 incredibly powerful psychological levers. And the first one, honestly, it's the most powerful tool in this whole psychological arsenal. It's a principle called loss aversion. Now, this principle it's just unbelievably powerful. Think about it. For these high-pressure executives, the fear of losing something they already have, whether it's their status, their control, or their competitive edge, that fear is way, way stronger than the promise of some vague, abstract gain in the future. So the strategy literally weaponizes this principle. It focuses every single bit of messaging on these specific, painful, totally concrete losses. It completely reframes the conversation. It's not about, here's what you could gain. It's about, here's what you are already losing every single day you wait. Okay, next up, when you're dealing with a skeptical, analytical audience, you absolutely have to establish undeniable authority. You just can't make empty claims. You've got to build this fortress of credibility. And the way they do this is by elevating the language. See, this isn't just a workshop on soft skills. Oh no. It's a deep dive into applied behavioral science. When you start using terms like cognitive biases and the halo effect, you're positioning this whole thing as a serious, scientific methodology, not just some fluffy seminar. And this is where social proof just slams it home. The playbook drops this absolutely staggering statistic: 90%. 90% of successful leaders have already mastered influence and persuasion. You see how powerful that is? That statistic isn't just a piece of data, it's a psychological weapon. It triggers this deep competitive fear of being left in that unsuccessful 10%. It completely reframes the entire decision. It's no longer, should I do this? It becomes, oh my God, can I really afford to be left behind? All right, the final lever. This one is designed to tackle a problem that affects everyone, even top execs: procrastination. This is the tool that takes all that interest and turns it into immediate action. And for this crowd, scarcity isn't about, 50% off for a limited time. Not at all. It's all about framing the opportunity as something rare, something exclusive, something elite. It's about giving them a chance to join a very, very select group. And this part is absolutely key. You link that scarcity directly to a real, tangible benefit, like getting personalized attention.
When you do that, the pain of missing out, or FOMO, becomes incredibly powerful. It's not just a missed opportunity anymore, it's a missed advantage. And that is what compels people to act now.
So what does this actually look like in practice? Let's take a look at how this playbook just systematically rewrites standard marketing copy, shifting it away from those vague promises of gain and towards the urgent prevention of pain. Okay, here's a super simple but really powerful example. You could say, learn advanced communication skills. It's fine, but kind of forgettable, right? But what about stop watching opportunities pass by? Whoa, that one triggers a feeling of active loss, of urgency. It's just so much more potent.
And this perfectly illustrates the entire strategy in action. I mean, just look at that shift in language. Instead of understand cognitive biases, it becomes stop unconscious mistakes that derail millions. You see? Every single message is systematically flipped from a fuzzy promise of gain to preventing a very specific, very real pain. It's brilliant.
Now, it's so important to get this. These levers don't just work on their own. They're carefully woven together to create this psychologically irresistible story that speaks directly to that subconscious brain. So the strategy is weighted really heavily toward loss aversion. That's the main engine driving everything. Then you support that with the rock-solid credibility from authority and social proof. And finally, you light the whole thing up with the urgency of scarcity. It's a seriously potent combination. So what's the big takeaway from all this? What should you remember? It's this. Influence isn't some kind of mysterious art. It's a science. And really understanding these deep psychological drivers, that's the key to unlocking communication that's actually compelling, whether you're trying to sell something or just, change someone's mind. And breaking this down, it's not really just about marketing. It's like getting a new lens to see the world through. A way to understand the hidden forces that are shaping every single high-stakes decision happening all around you. And trust me, once you see the architecture behind it all, you can't unsee it.